Hello, traders, and welcome to another episode of Tech Tool Thursday. And today, I'm going to talk about a new feature which recently TradingView introduced, the AI Copilot. If you take a look at my screen, if you go to the What's New section, whenever they come up with an update, um, they share an notification. And just few days back, I think it was on the 2nd of April, they said that welcome to TradingView AI Copilot. Sounds interesting. And so I did take a look at it, in fact, just last evening. And there are few things which are definitely promising. And in this video, my attempt will be to share an introductory aspect of this new feature of TradingView. So come join me. Let's take a look at this TradingView AI Copilot. What can it do for us? All right. So this was the notification, right? And if you click on it, if I click on it, it will take me to my internet browser and it will open this dedicated page on the TradingView AI chart Copilot. It it promises that we introduce the TradingView AI Chart Copilot, an AI-powered assistant. Uh, that it's a browser extension. We have to understand that it's not on the app right now. It is designed to help you to interpret market moves, manage your setup, and think faster. It can do quite a bit of things. I'll show it to you one by one. And so I followed the process and I clicked on these two. When you click on the install, it will take you to the Chrome extension. Please remember, I'll just go back to the previous page. Remember this section to understand, read, and understand that the extension works in Chrome or Chromium based browsers, which is Edge, Opera, Brave, etc. So I can make an assumption that majority of us are probably using Chrome and maybe Edge, and is available now to all TradingView users. Please note that to keep it sustainable and free, so it's available free to some extent. It's a Chromium based browser extension. It's not on the TradingView app as of now. And I think it's on this page that I read as you scroll down. Why beta? It's on a beta stage right now. And we want to build this, we want to build that future together with our vibrant community, our feedback. So essentially, I think there is a section where it talks about that it's as of now an extension and it's not on the app, and later on, after probably it becomes a full-fledged um, additional feature to TradingView, it probably will come within the app as well. Mm, all right. So going back to that page, so I added to my Chrome as a Chrome extension. And now you can see on the top, it sits right up there. When you install it, when you open it, it will ask for you to, log into your TradingView account via that extension. It will send you an OTP on your registered email address. Please go to the spam. I was waiting for 45 seconds or more, waiting for the OTP, and then I kind of refresh it 3 times and I realized, nope. And so you go to the spam and then you see that it's sitting there. So remember that the OTP might be sitting on your spam folder. And now I have this. I generally always use the TradingView app. But for this extension part, for this Copilot section of TradingView, I'm using the Chrome browser. I have to use the Chrome browser. Now, on the top right, this is the Copilot. All right, let's click on it. As you click on it, a section on the right hand side will open. I will scroll all the way up and I will try and I will just widen this as much as possible, because the intention is this video's intention is to understand this section more than the chart. So let's give it some more real estate. Nope, not this part. Yeah, I think this is fair enough. First and foremost, on the top, I can see probably that's my name, and this is the settings. As you click on it, yes, it is the settings. I can see my email address. And then I can see that TV Premium, which is TradingView Premium, 13 out of 15 requests today. So probably As of now in the beta stage, they are allowing us max 15 requests per day. This is something that I have to flag it off to TradingView because I am not on the premium version of TradingView. I am on the ultimate version of TradingView. So there is this disconnect. And I hope that the ultimate users will have far more requests per day than just 15. So that's just one small little probably bug that they need to fix. Apart from that, there are integrations to Telegram, probably whatever I feed there. And if I set an alert and if I connect it with my Telegram account, I'll get a notification there, something like that. Apart from that, there's not much that I can see useful at the settings area. So I go back and you will have a section when you do it for the first time. You'll have this white panel where there will be around 4 or 5 introductory questions that you can ask. The first one was, what can I do for you? And there will be few more. Now, I clicked on what can I do for you? I just wanted to know that you tell me what all you can do for me, right? That's the best source from the horse's mouth. And so I clicked on what can I do for you? And then it came. And then I did another one. And then I stopped because I wanted to extend my curiosity with the Copilot with you in this video. So I've not done the whole thing and making the video. I've done half of it. I started making this video, and the rest half I'm going to do it as I record the video with you. So it will be spontaneous. It will be impromptu. So as you can see here, when I clicked on what can I do for you, that is what the Copilot can do for us. So first thing it says that I can do market analysis and research, real-time quotes, technical analysis, smart money concepts, swing trading, fundamentals, news, screeners. So find stocks matching any criteria. If I give it, tell me where the MACD crossover is happening or where the volumes are higher than 5-day average, I'm sure it will be able to give us those screeners. Chart automation is the second category where change symbols and time frames, change this chart to multi-time frames, drop this indicator, draw some supports and resistances. We'll probably do that in this video later now. Drop some Fibonacci retracement, maybe some Elliott wave principles, who knows. Then you can do some comparison also. So let's say do a comparative analysis between crude and Nifty. I don't know. I've not done that. It's just as I'm recording this, it's coming to my mind and I'm sharing it with you. Third is alert management. That is, do send me a notification once this stock crosses a certain price or certain indicator combination. That's alert. Paper trading, you will be able to execute few orders and maintain some kind of a paper trading to test out your strategy or setup. Portfolio tracking, full portfolio management with transaction history, performance metrics. So you can have your portfolio, created a watch list, and then you can type in that, create a detailed key performance indicators using Sharp or a source or Tino, and compare my analysis with the benchmark Nifty 50 index. So stuff like that can be done. Back testing, watch list and organization, external data automation. So as per the Copilot, let's call him himself, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major categories. And within these 8 major categories, there'll be hundreds of possibilities. So it's pretty much rich, and it depends on what we throw at him and what we want. So it can do a lot. It also adds us to a fact that how I work, how the Copilot works is I gather all relevant data first, then synthesize actionable insight, not just raw dumps. And as I share a prompt later in this video, you'll see that it's kind of thinking. It's telling us that I'm thinking. That's not needed, but yeah, it kind of collates a lot of information from multiple sources and then comes out with its answer or its analysis. This was the first thing that I did. I did not give it a prompt. I just clicked on what can I do for you, and this is all it did. Before I go to the next prompt, I realize one thing here at this juncture, that this is a deep rabbit hole, and I think with time and technology, it's only going to get deeper. And the name they have given is Copilot, and I have my end thoughts about it. And I also use something like this for my market analysis, which is far more richer than this. I'll share it with you towards the end. But let's progress. So we have reached a stage where it seems, interesting, powerful, but it's going to all depend on how I can extract out of it. How am I going to do that? We're only going to get good at it as we do it, right? And remember, as of now, for the premium guys, it's giving 15 prompts a day. I'm not too sure how much is it, how much is this count for other TradingView user, the free version or the paid basic version. I'm not aware of that. Next, what I did, I had the Nifty chart opened on my left hand side. As you can see, it's Nifty daily. And then the next prompt that I gave is analyze this chart. So this is the most basic thing that I would like to see. How do you get this thing done? It's not that I need it, but I just want to check how good is the Copilot. And so Nifty technical analysis, current market snapshot, it is trading at whatever levels. When I did that, it was down 192 points. Days range, volume, distance from 52-week high. This was interesting. This was nice. Uh, See, these data that it is down so much points or percentage and days range is obvious. I can see it from the chart. But every time I wouldn't be able to figure out how much it is away from a 52-week high or a 52-week low. So this was a good thing. So I know now that the index is close to 10% away from its 52-week high. All right. Not bad. And as we move forward, multi time frame analysis. So it's gone a daily, 4 week, and the weekly, 4 hour and weekly. Um, Daily, it is saying it's neutral. It's got mixed signals. Context is price above short-term EMA. So it's using indicators and EMAs to figure out the analysis part. Weekly is a bearish structure. 4 hour is an overbought short term because yesterday was an 800-point move for the Nifty. So of course, 4 hour charts have gone overbought. So it's doing okay. It's not a problem. For a starter, I think that's completely fine. The confluence is mostly bearish. The higher time frame weekly is weighing on the index. I like this. I like this line, and it's kind of giving weightage and importance to the higher time frame. This is good. Then it's giving us some technical breakdown or some basic indicators like an RSI, MACD, stochastics, ADX, and 10, 20, 50 EMA. Now, this is standard use of certain indicators and time frames of EMAs. Not too sure if I can give a prompt to change the EMAs or change the parameters of RSI. I don't know. But I'm making an assumption they're using the default parameters here. And the values, successive values, what does the signal say? It's okay. It's just, this is commentary. This is not analysis. RSI 51.6. What does 51.6 means? Does it really means neutral? What does neutral mean? That's analysis. That's inference. The Copilot is not able to do that. It's fine. Uh, it's just giving us a commentary here. Then it's talking about the next indicators that I have. If you have noticed any of my work, I have these proprietary next price and next RSI indicators. It's try to do something with our proprietary next indicators, and nah, this was this was nowhere close to what it tries to tell us. That's okay. You don't understand the next indicator, so I cannot blame you. Next are the key news context, the news. This is also very nice because we're doing the Nifty and we understand what's happening in the market. The recent volatility is driven by the Middle East tensions clouding ceasefire optimism. This was from the Reuters, so it's telling us the source. It's a clickable thing, so if I click it, it will take me to that page of that news. Yesterday, Iran's ceasefire sparked a global rally. Now, this is also good that it's telling us. It should also take us to a page if I'm curious to know more, etc. So this is not bad. This is for if we are doing this for an index. Let's say if we do it for a stock. Let's say you found a stock which is doing very good. So probably I'll do that in front of you just in a bit. Then comes to the key levels to watch: R1, R2, pivot. I'm I'm not a big fan of these things. Earlier, I used to be really in my naive, nascent earlier days. I used to really look at these R1, R2s depending on the kind of calculation you're doing. These levels can be calculated in 4 or 5 different ways, by the way. Someone will say this is better, someone will say. So I figured out there's no point. I would say I'll add another line here that if you're an intraday trader, you can look at some standard levels, but then if you're a positional guy, then it doesn't make sense. And then it ends the its is analysis with trading bias and strategy. Overall bias, a rationale, potential scenarios, risk management. The flush out bottom signal, now this flush out bottom signal, he is picking it up from my next indicator. So probably all of us will not understand, but not bad. Not bad at all. Means if you ask me, uh, 70% of this is commentary. This is what it is. This is the level. And 30% of it is a bit of analysis of that particular commentary, some context of the news, and giving it some rationale why, what can happen below a level or above a level. Not bad. Really not bad. For someone who's starting his or her journey with the subject and tracking the markets, not bad at all. It's not that it's whatever it's saying is right or wrong. We are not there. What we are trying to understand is it's collating a lot of information for us, and it helps us to understand what's happening. I stopped here. If you remember earlier, I did share with you that I did couple of prompts and I stopped purposely, and I wanted to do a little bit more, but then I paused. I thought that let's start the video and let's do it impromptu rather than I have done it and see this is what I've done. So as I'm recording this video for you, and as we are discussing the AI chart copilot, what comes to my mind? Many things can come to my mind. Let's say on the bottom right here, if you can see, um, let's say it's around 10:35, so more than an hour and a half, little close to that, trading has happened today morning. So which stock within CNX 500 has traded the maximum volumes in relation to its previous day's volume? So I'm asking the Copilot, go to the CNX 500 and figure out, tell me that stock which has seen the maximum volume in relation to its previous day's volume, not maximum within CNX 500. I hope he will understand, and he'll give me some kind of a reply or an answer. I am doing this first time in front of you, and it's thinking, as you can see. The fonts are much smaller. Probably you will not be able to see it, and it's moving on fast. I'm more focused and interested to see the end result. I'll help you find the stock with the highest relative volume spike in the CNX 500 universe. That's exactly what I want him to do. So probably he's understood my point of view, and he's doing it. I've given him a list of 500, so it might take a little bit of time. And I purposely gave it 500. I could have given it 50 and it would have taken lesser time. So let's see, as it is working and thinking. My intention is to see how well it figures it out. We'll cross check with the chart on the left hand side, and then we can push a little further the Copilot to figure out why is the stock behaving like that. All right, I think he's ready with an answer. Not bad. How much? 15 seconds? I think so. 15, 20 seconds or a little more than that. That's okay. ITDC, Indian Tourism Development Corp, is, according to the Copilot, the price, the context is 13.54% today, up. Stock is up 13.5%. Volume is 36, around 37 lakh shares. And that's 79 times, 80 times its 10-day average. I like this guy. I like this guy because it's comparing not just bar by bar, one bar volume with the previous volume bar. It's comparing with an average. This is smart. This is smart. I like this. So it's also giving me what is the 10-day average volumes. It's around 4 lakhs. Today it's around 37 lakhs. Days range, strong intraday momentum. So it's up 13.5%, of course. It's a 3,500 market cap. So it's a mid cap PSU. All right. Good. Nice. Good information. Apart from that, the top five NSE stocks relative volume. Wow. So it's like, you go to most of decent level Italian restaurants or joints, and they give you assorted bread basket with a bit of an olive oil and balsamic vinegar, a nice maybe unsalted butter, and also you don't mind them. And this is good. I just asked for one stock, and it's giving me the top five NSE stocks by relative volume. So you have four more names, out of which I think these three are in BAC, and that's why they are not clickable. I have NSE real time data. I don't know what will happen if I click on this. Will my chart change or not? I doubt that. But let me first get finished with it. So, key insight: ITDC is a clear standout among NSE CNX 500 constituents with etc. So, we know this. News context: the recent news items in ITDC are older. Q2 results, 29% dividend, that's September 25. Company clarified volume inference. And so the news and our older is whatever news that it could have gathered. It cannot justify the spike that we are seeing today. So probably it has not updated. Once it gets the news, probably I do this later today evening or tomorrow. I'm sure the justification of 13.5% move will come. That's completely okay. No problem. And it's ending by saying that want me to analyze the technical chart of ITDC. That's okay. Check if there's fresh news on ITD. Huh? Yep, I would like to know that. Let's do that. So I'm copy pasting this. Check if there's fresh news on ITDC, because if it's up 13.5%, and I click on it. I'll take a pause here as it figure out the news. Please understand, I'm creating this video and this content for us to understand the Copilot. Uh, for the sake of being as compliant as possible, and I would like to be 100% compliant, I'm not going to open the chart of ITDC so that some of you get excited that, oh, ITDC came on the Copilot, it's a buy or a sell. I'm not creating this video for a buy or a sell or any kind of trade whatsoever. Purely from the point of view of to understand what this powerful Copilot can do for us. So please do excuse me. I'm not going to open the chart of any stock and discuss the current market price of any stock. I want to stay compliant with all my content. I hope you understand, acknowledge, and probably appreciate that. So ITDC's news check: no fresh catalyst today. So whatever database, maybe Reuters or some other Reuters and few more other data sources has or news source, from those sources, no fresh catalyst today. Maybe if we go to Money Control or any other websites, we might find out. And so, according to its database, it's got November, September, and the quarterly results. The provider is CNBC TV 18. Are they clickable? Yes, they are clickable. So, if I click on it, I'm sure it will open that CNBC TV 18. Yes, not bad, not bad. I like what I see so far. And put the technical chart to see if the breakout from a certain consolidation. I'm not going to do this because of the fact that I don't want to talk about any particular stock at the current juncture. We can talk indices. So not bad. I think so far whatever I've seen, and you can see my count has reduced from 13 to 11. We did two more counts. So I'll check with TradingView that it should be much more for an ultimate user in relation to a premium user. But I think this is pretty good. The 8 major categories that I spoke about here, each of these categories can go as deep as our own imagination can take us. I don't want to extend this particular video because this video is meant mainly to introduce you to Copilot and what it can do in the scratching the very surface. And I'll stop here, or else this can go on actually for hours. I will myself look into it a little bit more. And wherever I find real value, I will definitely make recurring videos in this kind of a series of the Copilot. Now, before I end the video, I did share with you earlier that I do use AI, and what are my thoughts which are more powerful than what I see over here. First and foremost, I really appreciate that TradingView named it Copilot. Tell me, where and when do you hear this word Copilot? Most of the time, when you board a flight, a pilot and a co pilot, an assistant, a help, someone who's equally capable but lacks the kind of experience a pilot has and he's learning with the pilot, correct? You can call him assistant, you can call him helper, you can call him sidekick, whatever you call him, but equally capable. So, this co pilot, so this section, this AI is a co pilot. Who is the pilot? You are the pilot. Don't make co pilot the pilot. Please understand this. Whatever the co pilot analyzes and gets the job done for you, it is you who's the pilot. It is you who has to decide and understand what the co pilot is telling me, and then accordingly, the decision making should ideally come from the pilot. If you heavily depend on this, then you will become the co pilot. That's one. And the AI that I use and I find it to be very powerful, and that AI is, don't get mad at me, Abhijit Intelligence, AI. Now, you also should always put your own intelligence upfront first. You might be Rahul or Raj. So for you, it's RI. You might be Mayank or Nayan. So it's MI or NI. So always put your own understanding, experience, wisdom, knowledge at the front. So for me, my own AI is the most precious, most important thing. I have a co-pilot. I don't mind. As of now, probably I was flying the aircraft on my own, probably boring at times. And now I have a co-pilot whom I can just kind of chat around and he can help me. So keep it as a co-pilot, use it well. It's a tool. And with time and technology, we will see how far it can go. And in that journey, how well it can help us in this entire endeavor of analysis and trading decision making. Please share your thoughts on this. Till that time, take care of yourselves. Trade well.